Welcome back, darklings. This is episode 3 of Read With Me, the author's cut. And tonight we're reading chapter 2 of Nexus Crest. If you survived chapter 1 with me, congratulations! You're officially in too deep. Expect dramatic reading, questionable writing choices from past me, and plenty of sips every time something makes me blush, cringe, or want to rewrite the entire novel of Nexus Crest. So grab that drink, dim the lights, and settle in. Chapter 2 starts now, and trust me, it only gets messier from here. Let's open her up. Are we ready? Are we ready? Because I think I'm not ready after the first 2 chapters, but we're gonna do this. We're ready, right? There's a party tonight. Everyone will be there, and we need to be there too. Arabella grins ear to ear, nudging me as we walk out of Professor Ezekiel's class and out of Sinai. The dim lanterns hum softly. It's a charming walk down a cobblestone walkway lined with trees and shrubbery. Just as we enter the forest line and its entrance to student housing, I spot NCU's 2 beautiful dormitories tucked away and illuminated on the far right of the university's property. However, throughout our entire walk, Arabella never stopped her chatter, trying to convince me to give in to the upcoming party. Passionately, she expresses the significance of fully immersing ourselves in college. She's all about living our best lives, making the most of every college moment, and uncovering the versions of ourselves that the college experience promises. She paints a vibrant canvas of opportunities and self-discovery, urging me to dive headfirst into the unique journey that awaits us, nudging me to embrace the incredible potential for personal growth during our time in college. Personal growth meaning attending a college party and getting shit-faced. Okay, I'll go. We will go, I exclaim, like I ever had a choice in the matter. She squeals. It's the Beta Phi Sigarna welcome lingerie party. Anyone who is anyone will be there, and that's us. It's our first party at college, and we get to experience it together. She squeals again. This is our year, a new start where we can be anything, do anything, and become anything. Honestly, her words do feel like that. Gone were the days of childhood. Here in the now, we are young women, and there's nothing stopping us from becoming the next greatest generation of vampires. We step into our apartment dormitory, and Arabella immediately strides over to the bioworm and pulls out a pack of A Blood, her favorite. She tosses me the AB, and I start to sip it down. Blood. My thoughts begin to linger, and I start to think about last. Lingerie slams into my face. This is what we are wearing, she declares. I hold up the strings of nothingness. This? You are kidding me, right? Arabella whips her head towards me, eyes wide, one side of her lip curling upward in mock expression. Hell no! We are from the Vidala royal family vampire line. This is our moment, and we aren't going to crush it because we look lame. It's not happening, so pound down that bag and let's pregame this shit. She runs over the speakers and starts to blare her Taylor Swift Bangers homemade music playlist. Ready for It comes on, and she starts to move in unison with the tune, using the blood bag as her microphone. I giggle at her usual Arabella-ness, her ever-spreading joy and happiness. What she doesn't know is that my body is starting to connect the music's bass and blood to what occurred just a few months ago. My mouth starts to salivate, and I crush my thighs together. She throws another bag my way. Here, you look like you need another bag. Drink up. I take it gratefully and slam down both blood bags and begin to darken my makeup. We sit on the floor in front of our living room's floor-to-ceiling mirror, just like we always have when getting ready. It's our own little ritual of girlhood. Girlhood. Okay, so girlhood. Girls that are watching this. Sitting down at a mirror and putting on your makeup and having all of your girlfriends around blasting the music, the best. Love it. Big chug. Girlhood. There's only certain things and it's just so beautiful. You just got to live through it. You just got to do it once. Just once. Dressed or rather undressed. Let's take another one for that. I love it. Oops. And drowned in bagged blood. Arabella places curlers in my hair as I correct my winged eyeliner. With her makeup and outfit already done, she helps me finish mine. Arabella's lingerie set is extraordinary. This is one of my favorite parts, explaining clothing, and I think that this is the real start to me really expressing myself in a different way. Obviously, I'm writing it, but I love clothing. I also love lingerie, and the different intricate little takes. I really enjoyed writing this part. It's like the set was made for her. Hell, it probably was. Her entire lingerie set is made up of different shades of lavender, her favorite color. The bustier corset bodysuit is a dark sheer lavender with intricate floral detailing. It is ribbed and cinched to God knows what. How she can breathe, I have no idea. Atop the bustier, along the hips, are feathers that floof when she dances, especially when she poses dramatically to complete her solo act as if she is singing instead of Taylor Swift. Taylor is her favorite artist, but I'm pretty sure if Arabella had the chance, she took over the world just as Miss Swift herself has. Miss Swifty fam pulls up her thigh highs, the soft fabric adorned with delicate lavender bows that perfectly match the one in her hair. She tied her blonde hair up in a messy top knot, ringlets stringing down her face, dancing with her movements. They play along her long neck, where she places a thick lavender-decorated amethyst choker. Bitch is truly a gorgeous specimen. My own hair tickles my nose, and I delicately move the strand away from my face. Arabella swiftly slaps my hand away, exclaiming, "Do not touch my masterpiece." I can't help but giggle and roll my eyes as I watch her meticulously finalize the last piece of my hair. Ever since she embraced her vampire persona, I've become her personal Barbie, reminding her constantly of my dark academia style. This is where I think I fucked up. Because I wanted it to be darkest academia. Dark academia style is still very light colored, but I really wanted Gabrielle to be in darkest academia, like this black turtleneck, and then maybe some like leather, you know, it's sexy, it's dark, but it's still classy academia. So I think that's one thing I actually will change. Okay, where's that bitch? Her pick tonight, while it matches my vibe, I still feel out of place and extremely exposed. Nonetheless, with the generous allowance she receives from our father, let's just say she thoroughly enjoys taking full advantage of it in me. I wish. Glancing once more at my reflection in the mirror, I mutter, I feel like I'm trying too hard, while examining all the details now decorating my fair skin. The lingerie set features a striking, intricate black design with multiple straps, a fitted corset, and delicate sheer accents. The dainty bra consists of fine black straps that crisscross over my chest and breasts, creating a geometric pattern that frames the decolletage while drawing attention to the silhouette. Beneath my breasts, a separate corset structure hugs my waist, cinching my figure. Attached to this already dramatic underbust are boned, contoured hips that flare out, creating tiny skeleton umbrellas upon each hip. I love this. I don't care. I love this. So far, I'm really happy about this chapter because I think that just describing these details, these outfits, and what's about to happen, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. Another fill up. Whew. From there, the corset connects to thigh-high black stockings, which attach garter straps, adding a classic touch to the otherwise modern, endearing look. The most daring piece is the black sheer underwear, with the only actual coverage being the small black gusset. So some of you might not know lingerie vocabulary. Here's a beautiful little list. Check out the gusset. Nothing is left to the imagination. Taking a deep breath, I try not to claw this masterpiece off my body. The woman standing before me in the mirror is stunning, but what she has inside is ugly. It's like looking through someone else's eyes, watching her live out her life. A haze sometimes clouds my vision, a glaze that only disappears when the monster sinks its teeth into a neck. A beautiful life for an ugly demon. The demon is who I really am, and this figure before me is just a mask, a beautifully tragic mask. It's gonna be a good night. Cheers. If it wasn't clear, I really like that part. I stand up and push back my curled dark brown hair. I feel the trickle right above my ass cheeks from the hair. Oof. Well, I just feel like this seems repetitive, which seems to be left exposed by this dainty lingerie set. And the shoes. God, the shoes! Where does she get this stuff? Once she's done fussing with me, I lean over and begin fastening the black, muted pointed heels that are at least 5 inches high, allowing me to achieve a 6-foot stature. The thin ankle belt holds a small diamond on each side, with a petite lacy bow to complete the look. And I don't know how, but Arabella's heels are even higher than mine. Good luck in those tonight, I mutter. She winks at me. I don't need luck. Arabella. Girl. She's the best friend. Fraternity Row is its own society, separate from the world and the university's way of life. A lengthy brick pathway is flanked by 6 large mansions, each showcasing different architectures and colors. These towering homes reflect various cultures, peoples, and a sense of newfounding power. While the university is our safe haven, the only place where we are protected and hidden away from the world, Fraternity Row is our sanctuary to explore, party, and discover who and what we are. It's filled with bustling vampires, both bloodborne and nocturnal, from all corners of the earth. Each vampire dresses to reflect their individuality, with some even showcasing their familial status through their attire. Vampires have always dressed to the nines. No vampire out of school uniform would be caught dead wearing anything less than couture or something that didn't touch the beauty of a fashion runway. Then I remember. What did I remember? Who knows? Let's see. Beautiful bookmark out. Okay. What I'm wearing underneath my lengthy black trench coat, my parents are definitely going to kill me. Most of the nocturnals, identified by their red glints, are wearing their university uniforms, presumably headed to their night of classes. All right, here's another hint to nocturnals. We're talking about glints, little flashes of light. All nocturnals, as you can tell, as you have read in chapter 1, have red glints. This is very important. Then there are the various hues of iridescent light. Blue, green, brown, and yellow glow from the eyes of each bloodborne vampire, signaling their distinct birthright. See, these beautiful lights within a bloodborne. Their glints are any color that their eye colors are. The glimmer is so faint and swift that only another vampire could see the illuminated flash. Bloodborns mainly attend their classes during the day due to their ability to walk in the daylight, while nocturnals are restricted to night. Learning more. Are we getting the nocturnals versus bloodborne? Nocturnal, bloodborne, nocturnal, bloodborne. Okay, we got it. Good little readers. I gawk at the beauty that fills the street full of color, culture, and community. If you really observe the entire scene, it's like a vibrant, ever-changing kaleidoscope, painting the streets with hues that dance and flicker like a living canvas. Beautiful, I breathlessly whisper. The canvas brings us up the grand staircase toward the dark brick sorority house, the 4-story home buzzing with energy as small lights flash through the closed curtains. Each level of the house is adorned with balconies, encased in grates with intricate swirls and delicate floral patterns. The black iron continues along the windows and the dimly lit oil lanterns that flank the massive dark wooden front door. As we reach for the door handle, a girl dressed in dainty maid's lingerie costume opens the door. Sexy. I think I was exploring that costume, and that's why I was like, gotta put that in there. It needs to be in there. Sexy. Her eyes glint red as the light catches her face. She outstretches her arm towards the inside of the home, announcing, "Welcome, freshmen." Music blares as we enter the massive sorority house. The bass shakes my bones as we move further in, entering the vast welcome room. It vibrates up my body into my fingertips. Looking in, black lights illuminate the entire house filled with vampires, a sea of lingerie. Everyone is either dancing, talking in groups, or just plain partying hard with liquor or a bag of blood. Another girl in a maid's lingerie costume comes up to us and takes our coats. Without a word, she successfully bears me to the world. I start to find my body and linger upon every inch. I can feel their eyes gliding along my skin. Somehow, even though this should make me feel uncomfortable, it makes me feel empowered. With my chin held high, we step into the room just as the guy runs by, naked, with only one hand covering himself. He runs right up to us screaming, "NCU, NCU, NCU," before dashing off into the house. Okay? I say, my eyes bulging just as Arabella gawks at the party and exclaims, "This is amazing." We catch each other's eyes and burst out laughing, buzzing with excitement about the night's possibilities. When I turn to her, I watch as she takes in the scene, wondering if we will see our friends soon. "Where is everyone?" I ask. "I figured you'd invite them out tonight." She stares out, ogling at the dance floor. "I did." "Are they coming?" She sighs and rolls her eyes. "Bernard will be here later. He said he has something to do first. The twins are visiting their parents and might be able to break away at some point. Samuel is dealing with some stuff, so I have no idea about him, and Raina and Alice are probably fucking." I chuckle at her bluntness. "So just us for now?" She nods, her smile returning. "Like the good old days?" "Like the good old days," I agree with a grin. Arabella's eyes dart. "Let's head to the dance floor." "No, let's go grab some drinks." Or wait, let's check out those hot guys over there. She's practically bouncing with energy, unable to make up her mind. But then something seemingly catches her eye. She suddenly stops, her gaze fixed. I try to follow her line of sight, but before I can catch anything, Arabella declares, "I'm going over there," and launches herself into the crowd. "Wait, what about meeting up with our friends?" I shout over the music. "Wait, what are we doing? Where are you going? What about—" But she's already gone, leaving me standing by myself in a vast ocean of half-naked vampire college students, sticking together. I try to yell out to her again, but the music drowns out my voice. Way to stick together, bestie. Annoyed, I head toward the banquet area where a group of vampires are gathering. I figure that's where the blood bags are. Better to grab a drink than stand around looking like a lost puppy. Looking like a lost puppy in a party. Absolute worst. Not for me. Not about it. Not here for it. As I move toward the room, I feel more eyes on me than usual. Unquestioningly, they move out of my way. What the fuck? Did I just split the crowd in half like Moses? They must have heard that I'm the dean's daughter. Fan-fucking-tastic. Now I can't go anywhere without everyone knowing who I am. Annoyed at their knowledge of who my father is, I'm at least grateful that I can cut the line to get a quicker taste. Also grateful that I don't have to stick around for their whispers. The room I enter is covered in dark velvet wallpaper and dark wood that runs up and down the walls, numerous vintage portraits depicting past sorority pledges, or at least what I'm assuming to be, adorn the space. There are dim red lights throughout the room, the vaulted ceiling stretch high, but a low and large red lamp hangs in the middle. The floor is covered in dark wood. Oh, bitch. The floor is covered, I literally say in dark wood. I mean, I guess that runs up and down the walls. But this feels repetitive. This 100% fucking feels repetitive. Repetitive. Fuck you, bitch. I think I have to be nicer to myself. The floor is covered in dark wood with red carpets thrown in an untamed manner. 3 large dark red... There's a lot of dark. I could use a different fucking word, maybe. Dark, dark, dark. Yeah. Is there any more dark? I don't know. We'll see. Let's count it on one fucking page. 3 large dark red couches encircle each other, overlapping and filling the entire space. Pillows and random small red chairs are placed for extra seating, which is needed for the number of bodies in here. Groups of vampires feeding off of humans are together, lounging, enjoying each other's company, and... Wait. Where are their marks? No, there's no way. I continue walking through the room, and clear as day, not a single human holds their distinct tattoo identifying them as feeder family individuals. New vocab word, feeder families. They are feeding on the unmarked. Holy shit! I distinctly remember my father stating during orientation that no human other than those from feeder families are allowed on university grounds, let alone allowed to feed off of them. The sorority is blatantly breaking one of the 3 great rules of the school. I wonder how many other rules they're breaking. Oh, I laugh out loud a little. That's why everyone was letting me pass and looking at me so weird. I won't rat. That would just draw more attention to my already known background. Whatever. Time for me to find a spot for my lonely ass to sit down. Walking further into the room, I pass beautiful lounging vampires and humans. Hidden bite marks spread across numerous humans who lie there like prized possessions of whoever they are nearest to. Ecstasy spread across their expression, ready to... That's a long fucking sentence. Hidden bite marks spread across numerous humans who lie there like prized possessions of whoever they are nearest to. Ecstasy spread across their expressions, ready for another bite. Ignoring all the glares and shifts in posture, I look around for anyone I know, hoping I spot a friend. Luckily, or rather unluckily, I see a familiar face. His name is Oliver, and he waves me over. I walk toward the 2 couches to reach the 3rd inner couch, where she is seated. Glints flash in the light as I round the last corner of the inner couch. In the middle is a glass table dusted with residue of white powdered lines. Damn, so it's that kind of party. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. It is college. Oliver's eyes flash red. I'd heard he was turned into a nocturnal after high school, but who or what family, I have no idea. My guess is that his company is part of that family. With him are 2 nocturnal men and 2 human women. Their attire, attitude, and look give nothing away to their lineage. Before sitting, I bow my head in acknowledgement and respect towards whichever family line. This small act of greeting toward another royal's family lineage is common practice, even at a place like this. They nervously bow in return. With the music more muted over here, I can actually hear when Oliver says, "Long time no see, how the hell have you been?" He grins crookedly, his arm lazily resting around one of the human girl's shoulders. She seems tiny underneath him. On top of Oliver's head are plastic green and blue party glasses, 5 times the size of his head. He's wearing, dear God, a matching man thong with hair spilling out of the sides. In fact, nearly his entire body is covered in dark hair. Long blue and green socks rise to mid-shin above his scuffed white Nike sneakers. The socks provide the most coverage he has on his body. It's the most skin he's ever exposed since I've known him. Middle school Oliver was a clumsy kid with bushy dark brown hair and a large round nose. He's a completely different person now, not someone I'd normally associate with. I guess when someone becomes a vampire, they truly do transform into another version of themselves, maybe their true self. He was so kind and quiet, I never thought vampirism would make him so outwardly arrogant. I raise my eyebrows, hoping he doesn't notice the disapproval on my face. I've been great. Didn't know college would be like this, I say, widening my eyes with a forced chuckle. How have you been? I've been amazing. Everything has been amazing. I still can't believe it. Even after everything, after high school, I still can't believe I'm a vampire now. He stares at his hands like they're made of pure gold, a beauty he's never seen. It's amazing and thrilling, but I feel like I'll wake up from this wild dream any moment and my old life will just come rushing back, slapping me in the face. I don't want this dream to end. His face drops faint. I think I'm intoxicated. His face drops faintly, and compassion starts to build within me. Luckily, I never will, he blurts out, tightening his grip on the girl's shoulder with a possessiveness that sends an uncomfortable chill through me. There goes my compassion. He sucks in through his teeth and turns his attention, which I know this is like a really awkward scene, but I absolutely love it. I think it sets up a lot, and it kind of sets the tone for this kind of weird relationship, which I'm really excited to explore more in book 2. Y'all will be surprised. He sucks in through his teeth and turns his attention back to me, releasing the girl who seems too far gone. Bite marks mar her inner thighs and neck, and a bit of white powder clings to her nostrils. Poor thing doesn't even seem to realize what she's gotten herself into. Or maybe she does and has sacrificed her self-worth to fit in with the vampires. Humans always believe that giving everything will earn them everything in return. It's the saddest aspect of vampire groupies, and life in general. We give and give, yet we rarely receive what we truly want and need. With Oliver's loss of interest in the human girl, his eyes linger downward, sweeping over my body like a hawk eyeing its prey. He rubs his hands together, licking his dry lips as his gaze drifts from my mouth to my chest and then my stomach. How are your studies at the university? I blurt out. I'm sure it's shocking learning how vampires have secretly integrated their lives within the human world you used to live in. My words startle him, but I needed to get his unwanted gaze away from my body. Hopefully he gets the hint. Y'all must be so interested after what I said. Because, like, Oliver? Ooh. I mean, same, but still. His eyes snap back to my face. A hint of annoyance flickers before he quickly shifts back to a smile. Studies are great. I love the professors. The first week of vampire school is wild, and yes, a huge shock because I would have never have guessed blood-borne vampires grew up just like humans for the first 25 to 35 years. Ooh, new fact about bloodborne. Hell, I would have never guessed vampires existed. He rushes through his thoughts, a little too eager to say, but hey, I was actually thinking maybe we should take this. Has anybody else heard that? Should we take this upstairs? Should we take this back at my place? You know, the sexy, it's not. But I like that. Cutting him off quickly, knowing exactly where he's about to take this conversation, I ask, how'd you know about the party tonight? He scuffs a laugh, but answers my question anyway. Apparently, it's tradition for the sorority to throw this welcome party. Fresh meat and all, right? The head of the sorority is 2 couches back. He nods behind him. I turn to find the vampire he's talking about and Odessa, feasting on a beautiful woman. She has a reputation here. It's a bit questionable, but the parties are unreal. He gestures around the room. College is a bit unreal. Some of the older family members knew about this and invited me here to haze me in. He grins and scoots closer to me, the hairs on his thigh brushing against mine. I press my legs together to avoid the unwanted tickle. Haze, doesn't that seem a bit childish? I guess, but after they gave me this new life, I'll do anything for them. He glances at the 2 nocturnals sitting along the curved couch and smiles at them as they play with their evening snack. I'm surprised by the changes in Oliver. Vampirism seems to have let him fully embrace who he truly is. I wonder who his family is. Hey, Oliver, who is your family? Family, because that's wrong, yeah. I want to get rid of that I. Because you don't say family. Okay, I've said it enough. A heady mix fills my nostrils, igniting a deep hunger within me. A predatory calm washes over as I search for the source. The scent pulls me in like a magnet, my eyes darting back and forth, tracking its presence. It creeps up my neck and glides along my jaw, caressing my lips. They part in response to the intoxicating blend of citrus and vanilla blood swirling in the air. But there's something more, something I've never encountered before. My fingers hum with delicious anticipation. Out of the corner of my vision, a tall man appears with grace and confidence, citrus and vanilla enveloping me as he exhales, sliding down the red velvet couch. I catch the blue and green glint in his eyes as he sits in the open space next to me on my right. Instinctively, I sense my prey is within arm's reach. I force myself to look away, realizing that part of me understands he is aware of my burning thirst. However, like a bucket of water being dumped on me, he gently leads a human girl by the hand with the tips of his fingers. She wears a matching set of red fishnet thigh-highs, a sheer thong, and glossy high heels. Her perfect breasts are completely exposed. As she walks to sit, her breasts bounce with each step, a tiny red tattoo peeking out from beneath her plump melons. Girlfriend has big-ass titties. and I thought I was practically naked. Preoccupied and gawking at her breasts, I don't realize until it's too late that the male vampire guides her to sit down right between us. With no way to escape on the couch, I'm sandwiched between hairy legs and a naked human girl. My personal space? Non-existent. That's the absolute worst, because if you ride those New York trains, the absolute worst. But I like that paragraph. So I'm gonna take a swig. Although I'm annoyed, something pulls me back to the unknown vampire. I'm not sure if it's a whisper or that god amazing smell coming off of him, but my eyes snap back to where he sits. I notice his extremely well-defined and muscular body. He occupies a significant amount of space on the couch. Ugh, that's just hot. Like, yeah, we all want space on the couch, but like if you take up a good amount of space, that's hot. Another sip for the hotness, for the big boys. We like a big daddy. Yeah. I'm just going to read it again. He occupies a significant amount of space on the couch, indicating his towering height. He must be at least 6'7". Oof. Low-riding jeans are undone at his waist, his exposing the white boxers that cling to his hips, revealing an extremely deep V-cut and a line of brown hair that travels downward. It's hard not to drink to that. Cheers. Though I'm excited to explore more southward, my eyes lock onto a 5 o'clock shadow framing sensual lips. A smile spreads across his face, perfectly complemented by short, messy, light brown hair that enhances the features of his long, angular face. His eyes are the most stunning shade of dark and light blue, with hints of green stretching out from his irises. Long, light brown eyelashes flutter half-lidded, giving him a drowsy gaze. As my eyes trace down his long, refined nose, I realize he's staring back at me. I hope he doesn't notice that I'm taking in every detail of his handsome face, practically devouring him with my eyes and swallowing the saliva that's building between my fangs. Ooh. However, by the looks of it, he's caught every glance, glare, and lingering look I've thrown his way. I'm just as bad as Oliver, if not worse. His eyes are wild and fixed straight on me. How long has he been looking at me? Did he notice when my gaze dipped? Wanna play? He asks, not dropping his gaze from me. He starts to make circles on the girl's thigh, swirling up and down in the space between her thigh highs and sheer underwear. Oliver says something, but it's as if his words are swallowed by the intensity of this man's gaze. Time seems to stall, leaving me dazed and oblivious. I forget about Oliver and his hairy legs. His voice fades away, and I no longer feel the tickle on my thigh. Why can't I look away from this man? Wait, what did he ask me? Oh, right. What's the game? I nearly stuttered, trying to maintain my cool. Try not to kill her. His voice is deep and intoxicating, gruff with a slight accent that lingers in his vowels. He angles his head towards the still smiling, soft-lidded human girl, who must be high as a kite or heavily influenced to be this chill after that sentence. He smiles, revealing brilliant white fangs, and emits a low, amused chuckle that I feel in my core. Something ignites in me. Heat spreads across my face and plummets down between my thighs. Try not to kill her. I'm trying not to sink my teeth into... His eyes dare me one more time, and I'm not about to pussy out. In seconds, we are on either side of her neck. My teeth sink into her throat, and blood sweeps inside my mouth. She tastes like chocolate, raspberries, and sweet iron. Whatever she's been eating and smoking, it's hitting all the right places. It tastes savage, just like his eyes. My body comes alive under his gaze and the wild taste of her warm blood. It must be the drugs in our system, because now I can feel everything, see everything, taste and smell explode like a palate I've never experienced before in a human. He moves his hand over mine, and we massage together, fingers interlacing and sliding oh so close to her red panties. She parts for us, a welcomed invitation. What the fuck am I doing, and why does this feel so damn good? His deep-throated laughter rumbles on the other side of the human's neck as I lock on his dilated eyes, and I find myself peering into a mesmerizing, untamed world. Colors of deep oceans and broad skies dance along the rims of his mysterious gaze. Growing green vines stretch out almost like a home that's been overrun by nature and its unsympathetic reclaim. I feel like I'm being sucked into the darkness of his pupils, falling into the depths of whoever this man is. It's world-ending. Combined with the searing hot... That should definitely be an indent. Paragraph. Combined with the searing heat of our bodies, it makes me feel as though I'm about to explode from a torment I never knew I was missing until now. Human blood has never tasted this good. It has never felt this good. His hand releases mine and slowly moves from the girl's leg to my own. He glides from my upper thigh to my inner thigh, teasing and taunting. I take a deep drag of the girl's blood. Everything in my body ignites. I'm on the verge of melting into her. How am I supposed to stop this? He moves closer, slowly, centimeter by centimeter, his hand grabbing and moving towards. Rough fingers lazily play along the outer edges of my sheer underwear. The gentle tickle of his finger along the seam is intoxicating. A moan vibrates in my chest as I continue to draw more blood from the girl's neck. Are we hot? Are we hot? Yeah. With World Ender's gentle touch, my own arousal becomes painfully noticeable, intensified by the exhilarating rush of the girl's blood. It's clear, whether or not he has noticed, that my panties are now completely soaked. Dear God, he's starting to move his fingers underneath. The blood flow slows, and I reluctantly release her neck. I lick the wound to heal her, and the vampire matches my movements. He slowly slides his hand back to the girl's thigh, brings his wrist up to his mouth, bites down, and feeds her blood. It's not a vocab word, but vampire blood and saliva heals a human wound. I'm stunned, and I can't pull my attention away from him. He smiles and tilts his head at me in question. But what is he questioning? Gabby? Arabella's voice pulls me back, shaking me out of the haze. Hey, she says, glancing down with an awkward grin at the group around the couch. I need to dance. You ready? Tapping her foot and one hand on her hip, she seems frustrated, angry even. She loves parties. How could she be upset? Unsurprisingly, even when she's upset, she's drop-dead gorgeous. As I look around at the group, everyone is staring at her beauty. Everyone except World Ender, who's still glued on me. She plants an impatient smile at me and extends her hand. Oliver quickly intercepts. Hey, we had her first! He gurgles a laugh and looks for support from the group, then back at Arabella. Oh, did you? Too bad. So sad, she exaggerates, pouting. I am taking back my best friend. She wiggles her fingers and jerks them back sharply with a disgusted face. Fun. Catch you never. I place my hand in hers, and she pulls me up with ease. Her newfound strength is always a pleasant surprise. We start to walk away, but I look back at the group. World Ender is gone and left his human companion with Oliver to toy with. Oliver creeps me the fuck out, Gab, Arabella whispers, dragging me back toward the dance floor. I retort, well, he was a familiar face and didn't leave me high and dry, so chill, he was nice. Nice? She scoffs. He gives off major creeper vibes. He did back in high school, and he does now, only multiply that by vampire. Plus, do you want nice and creepy in your bed tonight? When I don't reply, she quickly answers for me. No, I didn't think so. Whatever, I was trying to be nice, I say as she guides us out of the red velvet room. Anyways, did you see any of our friends? Yes, they're waiting for us where everyone is dancing. Her smile grows as we rush out. I caught them when I got back to the house. Got back? You left? Where did you go? I asked, trying to stop her, but she just keeps tugging me through the throng of bodies. She glances over her shoulder, flashing a mischievous smile. Oh, it doesn't matter. Come on. Now that I'm back and you've got your fill and clearly a human with some good shit in them, my favorite song just came on. Let's fucking dance. We enter the dance room and everyone is moving to the rhythm. We push our way into the crowd, bodies on bodies, skin on skin. Honestly, I start to feel it too. Whatever was in that human girl was good shit. By the looks of it, every vampire in this building is being fed the same thing. Arabella comes to a stop in the middle of the crowd, where we spot our friends. Faye and Bernard pull Arabella into their circle. She raises her arms in the air, soaking in the music and the energy of the bodies surrounding us, dancing with pure joy. That's like a long-ass sentence, bro. Long. I mean, it's correct. I know that, but, like, it's just long. So, I'm gonna say I don't like it. Damn, I drink a lot. Samuel and Henry find a pair of girls to dance with, and I simply lose myself in the rhythm, moving among them all. The high from the girl and the heat that World Ender built within me is all too much pressure for my body to contain. Whoever he is, I throw my caution to the winds and throw my hands up to try and release the tension building in my throat. The pressure mounts as the intense sensation of pulsating bodies, thumping hearts, and coursing veins creates a symphony of blood that fills my ears. And just like that, I'm both hungry and horny. Again, putting my beautiful Michael Malick bookmark to tag my spot. Before we completely close everything, let's talk about chapter 2. I think this might be one of my favorite chapters because number one, you meet. So I was not thinking about this when I had started talking about it, and I gave away a little bit too much. So sorry about that, and sorry about the paused clip of my fabulous face, but here we go. I'll continue right now. Has the beautiful nickname of World Ender. That to me is just because sometimes love is just it's so world ending. And that is just such a beautiful thing. And on top of that, we're at a sexy vampire party. Like, it's lingerie, half naked vampires. Everybody's beautiful. Everybody's enticing, bloodborne, nocturnal, red glints, colorful glints. Like, it's just enticing. It's beautiful. It's sensual. And I just love everything about this chapter. There are a few hints, and I kind of have like said a little bit of something. A little bit of Easter eggs within this chapter that starts with one character, while there's a little bit of other characters that we add in there that are a little bit of Easter eggs. I'm just really happy with this chapter. Am I a little bit annoyed that I still have like corrections, which I know, like, I went over this, like, I think I did this draft maybe like 12 times. Anything could always be better, right? I mean, I don't think Harry Potter could be better at this point. Or ACOTAR. I mean, how many times it's been read, how many times it's been reviewed, and I only have myself. And that's chapter 2, Darklings. Honestly, this one had me giggling and cringing and sipping a little bit too much. As we can see, cheers to that again. We'll finish it off camera. Let me know your favorite moments in the comments, or tell me which parts you'd personally drink to, because I know you at least saw 3 moments. Yeah. If you're reading along, grab your copy of Nexus Crest at G.E.STROHL.com and mark your page. Get a sexy little bookmark to go with it. We do have some sets. We will be back next Saturday at 8 p.m. for chapter 3, where the tension really starts to speak for itself, with many other different relationships. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and share this with another vampire-loving friend, because we love a good chaos goblin who loves vampires. Until next time, stay thirsty, my friends.